Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss about the designing of synchronous modulo 10 up-down counter. In my last two videos, we completed the designing portion of a synchronous up counter and as well as synchronous down counter, which is in 3-bit mode. Okay, so whereas in this topic, and we are going to design the modulo 10 up down counter. That means so a counter which can perform up counting as well as down counting sequences. That's why, and this counter is called up down counter. Okay, and see here we are mentioning that the modulo 10, that means this particular up down counter has the number of states are 10 only. You should remember the modulo 10. Modulo 10 means what? So here this is a mod 10 synchronous up down counter, and the number of counting sequences of this mod 10 counter has 10 states only. Okay, and this is very important. And let us see the designing procedure by step procedure. What is the step 1? Step 1 is as usual. Determine the number of flip-flops required. Okay, so here number of states are 10. So to determine the number of flip-flops, we are using one condition. What is the condition? Capital N should be less than or equal to 2 to the power of n. Okay, and in this equation, the capital N represents the number of states or number of counting sequences, and the small n is nothing but number of required flip-flops. Okay, so our intention is also to find out the number of flip-flops only. Okay, that means we need to find the small n value, okay, by using capital N value. What is the capital N value? The capital N value is given that 10. Why? Because it is defined as modulo 10 or mod 10. That means this modulo 10 counter has 10 states. So the n value is 10, okay, which is less than or equal to 2 to the power of n. We should satisfy this condition. Okay, by using by considering the values for n, okay, this condition satisfied under the value of n is equal to 4. Okay, so when n is equal to 4, small n value is equal to 4, then only this condition is satisfied, and we should consider the minimum value of n. So we should consider n is equal to 4 only. If we can take n is equal to 5, n is equal to 6, this condition is satisfied, even though we are not considering those values. Why? Because we should consider the minimum value of n only. Okay, so here by comparing 4, 5, 6 and so on, the minimum value is 4. So that's why the number of flip-flops are 4. That means small n is equal to 4 only. And see, there is one more important point. We determine the number of flip-flops are equal to 4, but the bits are 4 and it can produce 16 states. Why? Because here the number of states are 2 to the power of n. That means 2 to the power of 4 is equal to the possible number of combinations are 16 states. Okay, among 16 states, so we need to consider only 10 states only. Remaining states, those states are invalid states. Those states are invalid. Okay, so the entries for those excitations corresponding to the invalid states are we consider as a don't care. That means these 6 states, okay, these 6 states we should consider as a don't care conditions. And there is a one more important point. So we are designing this counter is up down counting. Up down counting. So for selecting up counter and as well as down counter, we need a control signal or a mode signal we need. So here to operate this counter, we require one particular control signal. Okay, so that is also one of the considering point. And we also consider when the one control signal, let us say the control signal is nothing but we consider as a m. We consider that, okay, we consider. Okay, if this m is equal to 1, if m is equal to 1, this modulo 10 up down counter will act as a up counter. That means the counting sequence are increasing, up counts. Okay, and if m is equal to 0, and this up down counter will performs like as a down counter. Okay, so these steps are required, very necessary for the designing of synchronous modulo 10 up down counter. Okay, and see here the number of flip-flops are 4, and if you consider number of flip-flops are 4 and number of states are 16, among 16 states we should consider 10 states are valid states and remaining 6 states, and remaining 6 states are which are nothing but 1 0 0 1 2 1 1 1 1. Those states are we consider as a invalid states. Okay, sorry, 1 0 1 0 10 to 15, those states are we consider as a invalid states. Okay, so this is the step 1. And what is step 2? Step 2 is the state diagram. Okay, and already we defined that this modulo 10 or mod 10 counter has how many number of states are there? 10 states. Okay, and the states are 0 0 0 0. Okay, and if it is up counting, and the sequence is increasing order, so 0 0 1. Okay, and this is 0 0 1 0, and then 0 0 1 1, and 0 1 0 0, and this is 0 1 0 1, and 0 1 1 0, and 0 1 1 1, and next 1 0 0 0, and 1 0 0 1, and it ends with again 0 0. Okay, but this is the state diagram for which counter? This is up counter. How can we identify this up counter? By using control signal, by defining m is equal to 1. When m is equal to 1 and the sequence is acts, the particular counter acts as a up counter. Okay, so this 1 we should represent with 1. Why? Because we should know about this counter is whether which type of counter. So that's why we consider as a 1. When m is equal to 0, this counter will act as a down counter. In such a condition, initially we starts with 0, and again the sequence is in decreasing order. So it's 0 and 9, and 9 to 8, and 8 to 7, 7 to 6, and 6 to 5, and 5 to 4, and 4 to 3, and 3 to 2, and 2 to 1, and 1 to 0. Okay, see the state diagram. When control signal 1, the counter will act as a up counter. Okay, when control signal is equal to 0, the counter will act as a down counter. And this is the state diagram of modulo 10 up down counter. Okay, and step 3. What is step 3? And the step 3 is nothing but selection of the type of flip-flop and draw the excitation table. So in this designing also, either I can choose T flip-flop or JK flip-flop. So here I am selecting T flip-flop only. My choice of flip-flop is nothing but T flip-flop. So for that excitation table for T flip-flop, we are note down this excitation table for T flip-flop, that is a present state, next state, and required inputs for T flip-flop. Okay, so if present state is 0, next state is 0, and the T flip-flop input is equal to 0. If it is 0 1, and the T flip-flop input is 1, 1 0 1, 1 1 0. Okay, and this is the selection of the type of flip-flop and the excitation table. Say as per excitation table can be obtained by using logic diagram only. Okay, sorry, by using state diagram. Okay, so now how can we define the state diagram? See here the state diagram is this one, excitation table. Okay, so here we consider state diagram. See if 0 0, present state is 0, after applying the control signal and when we are operating m is equal to 1, and the next state output is shifted to 0 to 1, and 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, and 4 to 5, and 5 to 6. Like this way the sequence is increasing order. So here also the excitation table for modulo 10, if present state is 0, okay, after applying the T4 inputs, and next state is 0 0 1. Okay, and the mode signal is 1. Why? Because we mentioned, so if we not mention the mode signal, we cannot identify the up down counter is in which mode, either up counting sequence or down counting sequence. To control the operation of up down counter, we consider some control signal, so that's why we consider mode signal here. Okay, so here for 0 0 0 and my mode signal is 1 and the next state outputs are 0 0 1. Okay, and 1 2 2 2 3 3 2 4. Okay, and like that way and so on. See here up to here 8 to 9. Okay, and then after 9 correspondingly it immediately returns to 0 only. Okay, and if this is in up counting sequence, and whereas in coming to the down counting sequence, the sequence is also again we consider, so here 0 and 0 to 0. Okay, in down counting sequence the mode signal is 0. Okay, so how can we write this excitation table? This excitation table we are obtained by using this state diagram, by using the state diagram. Okay, based on the state diagram we are completed the excitation table for modulo 10 up down counter. Okay, again by using the required excitation table for T flip flop, by comparing the Q4 present state output Q4 and with respect to next state output Q4, you should obtain the values of T4, T3, T2, T1. Okay, Q4, Q4 and Q3, Q3, Q2, Q2 and Q1, Q1. Okay, by comparing these present state outputs and next state outputs, you just note down. Okay, see if it's 0 0, the T4 output is 0. If it is 0 0, again 0 0 0 and T2 input is 0 0 and 1, the T1 input is 1. Like that way, by comparing the present states and next state outputs, we are simply note down the required excitations for these T flip flop inputs. Okay, and this is the excitation table for what? Modulo 10 up down counter sequences. Okay, and next step 4. What is the step 4? Step 4 is nothing but obtain the minimal expressions for variables T4, T3, T2, T1. Okay, so to obtain the required excitations for T4, T3, T2, T1, okay, so we should consider present state outputs Q4, Q3, Q2, Q1 along the mode signal M. We should ignore somewhere for next state. We are not considering the next state outputs. Okay, for corresponding T4, T3, T2 outputs, we should consider present state outputs Q4, Q3, Q2, Q1 and mode signal. Okay, by using Boolean minimization of Boolean algebraic rules. Okay, so based on those rules, we can obtain the minimal expressions for T1, T2, T3, T4. Okay, and here I am not minimizing, I am writing directly. You should practice. Okay, so here the minimal expression for T1 is equal to 1. This is simplified by using minimization laws. Okay, in our second unit, there is a Boolean algebraic rules are there. By using those Boolean algebraic rules, I am minimizing these expressions T1, T2, T3, T4. Okay, and by using those rules, I am obtaining T1, T2, T3, T4 expressions in terms of present state outputs, that is Q4, Q3, Q2, Q1 along with mode signal M. Okay, so these are the expressions. T1 is equal to 1 and T2 is obtained Q4 Q1 bar M plus Q4 bar Q1 M plus Q2 Q1 bar M bar plus Q3 Q1 bar M. Okay, and similarly for T3, and the minimal expressions is obtained Q3 Q2 bar Q1 bar M bar and the expression Q4 Q1 bar M bar plus Q2 Q1 M. T4 and the Q3 expression is Q3 bar Q2 bar Q1 bar M plus Q4 Q1 M plus Q3 Q2 Q1 M. Okay, so these are the minimal expressions. And what is step 5? By using the minimal expressions, and the step 5 is nothing but draw the logic diagram. Okay, so here this is the logic diagram, and as already we completed the steps. In first step 1, the number of required flip-flops are 4, that's why we consider 4 flip-flops. Okay, in step 3 we mentioned that selection of flip-flop is nothing but we are selecting the T flip-flop, that's why, so we consider the T flip-flop inputs. So here this is step 1 and this is number of flip-flops are 4 and we are representing with 1, 2, 3, 4. All are connected or are clocked simultaneously. Why? Because all this is synchronous counter. So here this synchronous counter, all flip-flops are clocked simultaneously. Okay, and this one for what is the expression for T1? The expression for T1 is nothing but 1. Okay, so that's why output is T1. Input is T1 is equal to 1. Okay, what is the input for T2? And T2, so we already see the input for T2 is we obtain the minimal expression. What is the minimal expression? It is the minimal expression. See here, we are considering one AND gate. So the inputs for this AND gate, which is nothing but Q4, Q1 bar, M bar, and another input is Q4 bar, Q1, M, and another input is Q2, Q1 bar, M bar, and the fourth input is Q3, Q1 bar, M bar. Okay, so here already we obtained the expression, that is expression here, this one, Q4, Q1 bar, M plus this. Okay, and what is the T3? T3 expression is this one. Okay, by considering the T3 expression, so here and so we can represent. Okay, so take one 3 input OR gate, and those 3 inputs are Q3, Q2 bar, Q1 bar, M bar, and Q4, Q1 bar, M bar, Q2, Q1, M, and the output is connected to T3. Okay, and for T4, what is the expression? And the T4 expression is this one. Okay, Q3 bar, Q2 bar, Q1 bar, M bar, like this way. Okay, so the expression, and we are based on expression, we should consider again 3 input AND gate, and the inputs are Q3 bar, Q2 bar, Q1 bar, M, and one more input is Q4, Q1, M, and input is Q3, Q2, Q1, M. Okay, and the output of this 3 input and AND gate is connected to T4. Okay, so this is the logic diagram for mod 10 synchronous up down counter by using T flip flops and negative edge clock. Okay, thank you.